Ito, may magandang update tungkol sa impeachment kay BP Sara. Sa interview ni Karen Davila sa House Secretary General Reginald Velasco, ipinaliwanag ng House Secretary General na apeke na ang panahon, yung session period, para yung buong proseso sa impeachment makumpleto para maitransmit sa Senado. Very tight ang calendar o session days. Plus, maraming umamin ang House Secretary General na isang dahilan is yung nag-aalanganin ng mga kongresista na pumirma dahil papalapit ang eleksyon, lalo na sa Mindanao, baka maresbakan sila ng mga botante ng Mindanao kung pipirma sila sa impeachment, kung i-endorse nila ang impeachment ni BP Sara. So, magandang balita po ito. Pakinggan natin ang interview.
The fact that the lower house has a supermajority right now, it's quite surprising why the complaints can't get 103 signatures. Based on your experience, what makes it difficult this time?
Well, I cannot speak on behalf of the House members, no? But I would imagine that, number one, they want a complaint that will be signed and endorsed by the one-third requirement, no? One-third requirement. And that's what they want to see. Because given the few remaining session days, no? Because if you will count the remaining session days of the 19th Congress, there will be only about 5 times 3, that's about 15 session days.
Napakalit, 15 days.
Its final adjournment, no, in June. So, for 15 session days, it will be very difficult to process it, applying the rules. Referred to the Committee on Rules by the Speaker, Committee on Rules to the plenary goes to Committee on Justice, no? That whole process, if it will take place, that will need more than 18 session days.
Oh, yun.
So, maybe, I'm just guessing, maybe the House members are hesitant because of this very short time frame.
Or is it...
Yan. So, wrong timing ang pag-file ng impeachment complaint versus BP Sara. Alay, kahit gustuhin man ng mga kongresista na suportahan ang impeachment, hindi masunod yung buong proseso. It needs more than 18 session days. 15 days, 15 session days na lang, adi kulang, kaya alanganin magsuporta ang mga kongresista. But ito ang mas mabigat na dahilan, itong question ni Karen Davila, nalalapit ng eleksyon.
The fact that the elections are coming up, the midterm elections, is this a factor why they are not signing?
It could also mean that, because the moment they sign this or endorse, the moment they endorse through their signature, through a resolution, any of the complaints, it could affect their re-election efforts, especially if one congressman is running for a national post like a senatorial bet or party list. Party list candidates are voted nationwide, no? So maybe one of their concerns is the votes that they could gather potentially from Mindanao.
Yun.
Okay. Another question is
Yun. Alam ng mga kongresista kung gaano kalakas ng suporta ng taga Mindanao sa mga Duterte. Si PBBM nga, yung latest na survey ng Pulse Asia ba yun or SWS, I'm not sure basta either of the two. Sa 10 botante, 10 Pilipino, isa lang ang may tiwala kay PBBM. Ang 9 walang tiwala. Ibig sabihin nun, yung 90% maka Duterte, 10% lang ang para sa administrasyon. Ganon po kalakas ang suporta ng mga taga Mindanao sa mga Duterte. Kaya yung mga kongresista dito sa Mindanao, ang iisip yan. Yung resback ng mga nagmamahal kay BP Sara. Kahit hindi taga Mindanao. Ito na lang rally ng iglesia sa January 13. Isang factor din yan na nakikita ko kasi lumalabas lang ang galing ng ginawa ng iglesia. Peace rally ang kanila. Suporta sa panawagan ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. na wag nang ituloy ang impeachment para hindi ma-divide o magkawatak-watak ang Pilipino. Diba? Napakaganda. But underneath that one, if you read between the lines, ang rally ng iglesia is a subtle form, sekretong pagpapadayag ng suporta ng Iglesia ni Cristo kay BP Sara. Kaya ang mga kongresista nag-iisip ng malalim bago pumirma. Kasi pag pumirma sila sa endorsement ng impeachment patasa markado na sila sa Iglesia ni Cristo.